too often, as we start to look at things, you can come from one of four different mentalities. One, you can come from a preacher mentality. And that preacher mentality comes at it that you're going to come towards people and say, I need to convince you that I am right. Okay? Nothing against preachers. You can come with a prosecutor mentality, and that comes at it from the perspective of, I need to show you why you're wrong. Not good learning. You can come at it, God forbid, after the election, and with a politician mentality, which is all about trying to seek approval for what you're going to learn. Or you can come at it with a professor mentality, okay? Where you have a thesis, where you have a hypothesis, and you test it with curiosity. So this study was an Italian study of 116 entrepreneurs. 116 entrepreneurs, they put them through a 3 to 4 month course of training on how to start a business, how to build a business, and work their business. Here's what happened. 50% of them, they taught them the thesis, hypothesis, scientific professor mentality. In other words, they said, your strategy is only a thesis. Your strategy is a hypothesis you're going to go test when you put it out to the marketplace. The other 50%, they taught them just the business stuff. In a year's time, it was mind-boggling. In a year's time, the group that they taught, the scientist thinking, the professor thinking, the thesis thinking to it, their revenues were 40x, 40 more than those that they didn't. Why is that? Because what they found is that when they went into the game with the idea that this is a test to grow, to learn, to build more, they were willing to make changes and pivot faster, more often, to move towards success versus allowing the ego to stay in a place where they need to try and prove themselves right.